You know, the tools we use for data analysis, they're changing, and fast. Today, we're going to dive into how one particular program, a free open source one, is taking this massive leap forward and what that actually means for the future of research. And that really brings up a huge question, right? We're collecting more data than ever before. It's getting super complex, so how on earth do our tools keep up with all of that? Well, one of the most exciting answers out there right now comes from a tool called JASP. And yeah, JASP actually stands for Jeffrey's Amazing Statistics Program. It's built its whole reputation on a really simple but honestly super powerful mission. So, what's their mission? It's all about three words: free, friendly, and flexible. The whole idea is to get these powerful statistical tools into the hands of everyone. We're talking from students just starting out to seasoned pros, without any cost, without any barriers, just open access.
Okay, so here's where it gets really interesting. Just recently, JASP didn't just push out some minor bug fix or a small patch. No, they unleashed this absolutely historic update that has, and I mean this, completely changed the game for everyone who uses it.
And when I say changed the game, look at the scale of this jump. On July 28, 2025, JASP went from version 0.19 all the way to 0.95. Now, that's not just a number changing on a screen. In the world of software, a jump that big, that's a signal for a massive, top-to-bottom overhaul. It's a huge step toward a full version 1.0 release. Seriously, think about that. From 0.19 to 0.95. That is like your smartphone skipping 10 years of updates and then just downloading all of them in one go. We're talking about a fundamental night and day difference in what this thing can do. So what's actually in this massive, massive update? All right, let's pull back the curtain and break down the new tools and workflow improvements that are making everyone so excited. Okay, first off, the new power under the hood is just wow. They've added a meta-analysis module. This is huge because it lets researchers combine the results from a bunch of different studies to get a much more reliable picture. Then there's the new network analysis module, which is all about visualizing complex relationships, basically speeding up the whole discovery phase of your work. And maybe the biggest deal of all, they've baked in machine learning tools. This finally bridges that old gap between traditional statistics and modern data science. You know, for the longest time, if you wanted to create a really custom, cool-looking data visualization, you had to face this wall of complex code. And for a lot of people, that's a huge barrier. It stops them from really showing off their findings in a clear, effective way. Well, JASP's new plot builder, and it's still in beta, by the way, it just changes everything. Suddenly, you've got the power to create these incredible, sophisticated visuals with a simple point-and-click interface. No coding needed, at all. This is basically democratizing high-level data viz. And look, it's not just about the big, flashy new modules. This update is packed with what we call quality of life improvements. You can now export things like model residuals and predictions, which, trust me, is a key feature that's been in pricey commercial software for ages. Plus, you can import R data files directly. They've added a neat little gradient to show you when you need to scroll. They even added support for Serbian. It all just makes the whole experience so much smoother. Okay, so this huge leap for JASP, it's not happening in a vacuum, right? To really get why this matters so much, we gotta zoom out and look at the bigger picture. And that picture is the rise of open source science. So why are open source tools like JASP getting so popular? It really boils down to three big things. One, they're free. That immediately removes a massive barrier. Two, they have incredible community support. We're talking a global network of users and developers. And three, they're just so flexible, way more than a lot of the off-the-shelf proprietary software. So what's the secret sauce? Why do these tools evolve so incredibly fast? It's the community. Development isn't happening behind closed doors. You've got feedback, feature requests, bug reports, all of it coming directly from this diverse global group of people actually using the software. That means it evolves to meet real-world needs, and it does it way, way faster. All right, so what's the big takeaway here? JASP's whole evolution, it's really the perfect snapshot of a much larger movement. It's showing us that powerful, complex data analysis is becoming more intuitive, way more efficient, and, this is the most important part, more accessible to everyone. It doesn't matter what your budget is or if you know how to code. And that leaves us with one final big question to think about. As the data challenges we face get bigger and more complicated,
Do you think it's just inevitable that these open, flexible, community driven tools like JASP are going to become the new gold standard for how we do science?